Okay, what's up, guys? Today's what if is gonna be what if Naruto had the Renniagin Part 1. You know how Naruto will get the Renniagin? He will get the Renniagin when he's births. So Naruto will not look like this yet. But actually, I'm gonna say Naruto's Renniagin's blue. I'm gonna say it's blue because his eyes were originally blue. So I like that. So I'm gonna say Naruto's Renniagin is blue. His special power, he can like teleport like within any object. So yeah. So Naruto, he would be thought of as a god because they all know the myths of the Renniagin, and Jiraiya would be in the Jiraiya would be in the village since Naruto has the Renniagin in this one. So Naruto, he would also be strong, like he would have all 5 chakra natures, and he would be able to heal people. He has over gravity, and he can make planetary devastation, stuff like that. So Naruto, he would unlock the 3 powers. He would unlock the healing power of the Diva. No, not. He would unlock the Almighty Push and Universal Pull from the Diva path, Preta path. He would unlock the healing, and he would on the Preta path. He would unlock the like the missiles and stuff. But Naruto will not do that. He will just like shoot missiles out of his fingers because he thinks it looks weird. And Naruto will have 9 Tomo on his Renniagin immediately because Hagurama Otsutsuki wants him to beat Sasuke Uchiha because Sasuke is the reincarnation of Indra, and Indra was the bad one, so he knows Naruto won't go bad. But in this one, he's not. I mean, in Naruto, he would. So let's get into like his academy life. Naruto would be the top in everything. He would be smarter than Shikamaru and Sasuke combined. He would also have Ashura's memories, and he wouldn't let nothing happen to Sasuke. He would follow Sasuke every day home, and when Itachi started killing the clan, Naruto grabbed him and pushed him down to the ground and said, "Who made you do this?" And he said, "Danzo." And he says, and he makes the king of hell. He says, "Put everybody you killed in here, and they'll come back and they'll be fine because they weren't dead yet." And Itachi says, "Why?" Because Sasuke cannot go down the wrong path. And Naruto says, "And if I see you do, and if anybody's helping you, they will die. Tell them to meet me at the Uzumaki compound." And Naruto, tell them to meet me at Uzumaki. And that's the Uzumaki village, because they were a clan, but like they weren't like in the village or anything. So Naruto, he would. Do any of you guys know this song? If you do, you can't say it's not fire, but Naruto, he would go to the root and say, "Can I become a member?" Danzo Shamura. And Naruto, somebody goes to stab him, he replaces himself with Danzo's left arm, and he cuts it off. The Anbu cuts off Danzo's arm. Naruto grabs it and gives it and teleports to the Hokage's office and said, "Did you know Danzo's right arm looked like this?" And he said, and he really said no. And Naruto says he been working with Orochimaru. So Be ready, he might come to get Sasuke or Itachi's body. So Naruto, he would go back and said, "Why'd you do that? Huh?" And Naruto would grab Danzo by the throat, and then he would grab Danzo by the throat with almighty push like Pain did to him, slam him down on the ground, and then throw him under the bridge things, and Naruto would say die, and he would say come get me, Komashura. And Naruto he would. Sorry guys, I just woke up, so I'm trying to get this video. Naruto he would say die, and Naruto will unlock another ability, the animal path, and he would summon the dog, and it would eat Danzo, like just straight up eat him, like true eat him. He done, he dead. And Naruto would make a clone, and this would take up 99.9% of his chakra. He would go to Uzumaki and make a clone, and they would do rebirth. Naruto's hair will turn white, because I forgot to say in this one, he's a full Uzumaki, because this, and yeah, so, and his clone's hair would go white, and his clone would like die, and Naruto would have like 2% chakra left. And when all the Uzumakis are revived, so that means Minato's Uzumaki. Naruto grabbed, and Naruto knows about them, so Naruto knows that if he's a full Uzumaki, he brought every Uzumaki from the village. It doesn't even matter, because he revived them all, plus Hashirama, because he wanted to see his great-grandfather, because he may read Uzumaki Mito. So yeah, let's get back into it. So Naruto, he would want to see him, and Naruto would do a rebirth, and when everybody sees him on the floor, they see that he's almost dead. They all give him 1% of the chakra, and Naruto's back to full, like his hair red, perfect, tons of chakra still. He's just OP in this one. So Naruto, he would say, "Here, guys, will one of you teach me the chakra chains, and the rest of you, since I revived you, will you please rebuild the village, because I don't want to be in the Leaf Village anymore." And Hashirama would say, "Why? That's my village." And he would say, "Sorry, grandfather, but they only treat me because I have this." He opens his eyes, and they say, "The renniagin. They only treat me nice because I have the renniagin. They would hate me since I have the 9 tails. That Minato, the fourth Hokage, sealed inside me. My father, Minato Uzumaki, Kushina. Mom, will you teach me the chakra chains? Dad, help everybody rebuild the village. And if Lord first, if you could help rebuild the village, even though you're not a Uzumaki, but you're still a reincarnation of Ashra Otsutsuki." That's why Madara was so evil, because he was the reincarnation of Indra. He went through too much pain, so he turned evil. So Naruto, they would all say yes, and Naruto would say, "So Mom, teach me these chakra chains." And in this one, his chakra chains will be blue, because I like the color blue. His eyes were blue, so it just all matches up. So you should have seen this coming. So Naruto, he would say, oh, and that one, what if Naruto was full Uzumaki? That would be getting deleted, I think, and replaced with this one, because this one's better. So Naruto, Kushina, they would work on Naruto's chakra chains, and Naruto would say, "I'm almost there, I just need a little bit more." Naruto will learn in a day, 2 days, and by then the village is already finished. The Uzumaki. So Naruto he would say thanks. We all can live here in peace. And Naruto says, "Oh, Grandma, First Hokage, if you guys want to leave, you can since you guys were in the village. But I'm not leaving. They only treat me. Here, let's see how they treat me without knowing my parents. Naruto does a jutsu and it makes his eyes blue. And Naruto says, I'm gonna go back to the village and see how they treat me. And Naruto walks in the village and everybody's throwing glass bottles at him, trying to kill him, say, you don't have the renniagin anymore. Get out of our village, you demon bitch. And Naruto says, oh, so that's how you really feel about me. And Naruto takes off the jutsu and he says, yes I do. I just wanted to see how you would treat me. And guess what? Guess what? I'm the son of the fourth Hokage, Minato Uzumaki, the great grandson of the first Hokage, Hashirama Senju. So, stop playing with me. I'm going to the Uzumaki village and tell Sasuke Uchiha to stay on the right path and don't go into the darkness. In Naruto, he would actually go to the grass village because he would send clones to go to every village around the world because Naruto could fly since he had the renniagin. And Naruto, he said, and he put out a word that the Uzumaki village is rebuilt and everybody's shaking up like, oh, shit. And Naruto's clone says, yes. And this time, you will not kill us because we are better than ever and we have the 9 tails. Oh, and since the older power needs to be tamed, every village the Cloud Village will only have one Jinchuriki, the 2 tails. And Naruto's clone would grab Beat and teleport him to the Leaf Village. And he would say, hey yo, I'm the 8 tails Jinchuriki. Not this Naruto kid brought me to this village. This Naruto kid brought me to the village and said the order of power must be tamed. And he said, yes. Since we don't have the 9 tails, we get the 8 tails. And he says, no, we do not get Yuki. I have Yuki. We just have the Jinchuriki to protect y'all. And he says, true. And Naruto says, bye, I'm only a clone. And tell Sasuke that I will meet him in 3 months. And he sees the headband, and he sees that the headband is a swirl, the Uzumaki symbol. He says, whoa, that's the Uzumaki symbol. And he says, yep, I'm of tuning of Uzumaki village. And he just poofs. And Naruto, he says, and a whole bunch of Uzumakis come, and he sees one, Karin Uzumaki. Her mother died, and Naruto, he says, you can come live with us, Karin, since we're all Uzumaki, you can come live with us. And Naruto, he actually has a crush on Karin, and Karin has a crush on him, not Sasuke this time. So Boruto, I'm gonna just name him Boruto still. Actually, Menma, I'm gonna name him Menma. but he will be Uzumaki, full Uzumaki, because Boruto fucking sucked. So and Sasuke will marry Ino, and Sakura won't have anybody because she will be Karin in this one, but like Karin, so she won't have anything. So yeah. So Naruto and Karin, they set up the house and they have dinner. They have chicken for the protein. They have mashed potatoes because it's healthy, and they have water because it's healthy again. Pecan, big Puerto Rican. I'm sorry, too fire. In Naruto, he says, today is the day the Uzumaki clan is revived and it will stay alive forever. In Naruto, when everybody goes to sleep, he goes to Hashirama's house and knocks on the door, and Hashirama answers, and he says, come on. And Naruto grabs him and shuts the door and teleports him, and Ashura is still alive, and he says, we are the reincarnations of yourself, and he says, you are my ancestors, I see. You are my ancestors. Is the Uzumaki and Senju clan fine? And Hashirama looks down. No, I'm the last one. And he says, no, we're the last one. And the Uzumaki clan is just been revived by me, because I have the renniagin. Naruto heals him, and he's like his teenager form. And he says, can I come? And he says, well, they're half Uzumaki, 25% Uzumaki and 25% Senju. And no, 25%, 75% Uzumaki, 25%. Yeah, you know what I mean. He's all three of them. So Naruto, he would say, yes, you can. And Naruto, he would say, this is the creator of our clans. He would say, this is the creator of our clans. He made the Uzumaki and Senju clan. And I'm going to revive the Senju clan. So where do they live before the village? And Hashirama said, in here too. Oh, and Naruto says, then they're alive. They're just not. They're probably still underground in the base. And Ashura and Hashirama and Ashura run down there and see a whole bunch of Senjus, including Tobirama, because Naruto actually, because I told you he was smart and stuff. And Naruto, he said, see, and Tsunade is there, and Jiraiya. I'm gonna in this one, I'm gonna say he's a Senju, and Don's a Uzumaki. So like they're all there, but like there. And Naruto says, see, we all can be one family. The Uzumakis and Senjus, cousin clans, are stronger than ever. Hashirama, teach everybody who has the capabilities to use wood style, and teach them wood style. And if they can't learn it, they can just learn chakra chains, because we all have enough chakra. Wait, no, you guys can't do that because you aren't Uzumakis, and I would like to keep it that way. And Naruto says, Hashirama, you teach Senju's wood style. Kushina, Mom, you teach chakra chains. And she says, okay. And she takes every Uzumaki except Naruto and Minato, and Hashirama, Tobirama, and Naruto. They say, so who's gonna be the Kage of this village? And I think I think it should be Minato. My jalapenos and all the remus. Then he tamed. But if you try to tame us, I bet we leave you stranger. All I sticks that got her going to better than something motherfucker. I don't think a nigga on guns smoking. Oh, and Naruto says, I think it should be my father because he was the last Hokage. And he says, okay, Naruto will be the Ryukage. And that translate to the Kumakage, but like, yeah, he would be the Ryukage. And he, and, meaning, and since Naruto still have, and since they all, like, they have, like, special metal, Naruto has a katana, and, and, and so they all have their, like, swords, special swords, that for, like, their chakra. Oh, and Naruto, oh yeah, I already forgot, he has all 5. But Naruto's the strongest, is lightning and water, because if he didn't have the renniagin, that's what I would have made it. So he doesn't need a water source, and he does, and he doesn't need a water source. And so Naruto, he will know the Rasengan, and he will know the lightning Rasengan. So basically the Chidori, but better. So Naruto, he would say, this is the best day for the clans of Ashura Otsutsuki, aka Ashura Uzumaki, or Ashura Uzumaki Senju Otsutsuki. And Naruto says, and Ashura says, I can teach people what style you know. I can teach people what style. I have it too. And he does have it because, and Naruto says, okay. Naruto says, okay. And this will be the end of what if Naruto was full Uzumaki and had the renniagin. See you guys later, and hope you guys like the content. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more videos.